Hello everybody, for today's Mario Maker 2 video, I wanted to explore some of the level ideas that I have. A few of you suggested that I do this and draw/plan them out, and I thought that was a great idea, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. It's going to be a lot more off the hook than usual, and more explicit designs that I have, instead of just broad and general concepts. However, I'm going to be talking about a lot of my inspiration for these levels, and I think I have some good tips for inspiration that might help you now, or when Mario Maker 2 releases, if you get stuck and you don't feel like you have a level idea. So my main suggestion for when it comes to inspiration is to look to other games that you like. I recently did the purple coin video, where I talked about how the 100 coin clear condition and a tight timer replicates what Galaxy games did with purple coins, and I only got that idea because I played some of those levels in Galaxy. Playing various games, whether they are 2D or 3D, can get your brain rolling about how to use those concepts and ideas in your Mario levels. For example, one of my strongest ideas for Mario Maker 2 is based around the Bloody Tears level in Super Castlevania 4. Using the new claws and putting them on a vertical track, I think I can simulate what the Castlevania level is doing, and by putting enemies, cool swing sections, and some tight jumps, I think it'd be an awesome level. So let's draw this level out together. Oh boy, this is going to be pretty cringy because 1, I'm not an artist, and then 2, I have a pretty bad computer program, and I don't know in a better one. But we're doing that Bloody Tears level. So here's the ground, and it's a vertical level, so I made the page be vertical. And the whole level idea is that there's going to be this track in the middle of the tower, because it's going to be like it's going to be a castle theme, but it's going to be vertical, mainly vertical, and then with the vertical subworld, but also with the main world, which is horizontal. With the scroll stop, I can make little vertical sections for the intermediary sections, so it'll have the illusion of being completely vertical, which is a cool tip that you can do, and something that'll be really awesome. So there's gonna be this track in the middle, and then you guys are familiar with the claw that like hangs off, and then you can grab it, and that's a pretty bad claw. But so Mario will be like here when the level starts, or you enter the subworld, and you'll jump onto the claw, and then the claw will go up the entire way, just like the Bloody Tears level. And I think to incentivize that, because there's going to be only one claw, so you're going to have to go fast, and it's going to go all the way up to the top. There's probably going to be lava down here, because it's obviously a castle. And I think I'm going to have that go up, but not all the way up. Like, it's not going to go up to here. Maybe just to, like, above where the line is. And it's going to go pretty slowly, not to, like, kill you, but just to intimidate you that it's there, I think. But the whole premise that I have is so, like, while the claw's going up, there'll be like maybe like a spike here, like you don't want to be here, so you'll have to swing this way, and then maybe there's like spikes here, so you have to do another quick swing this way, and that might be cool. Like, obviously I haven't the game's not out, so I can't play around with it, but like this is the basic concept that I have for the level. And then along the way you'll have like maybe like an enemy here. You can have a hammer bro who's like throwing shit at you. Even a hammer bro sucks, I might not actually do that. That's just an example of something that you could do. And then I think I want to have sections where like maybe like right here you'll get off the claw, right? So the claw is here, and because maybe like there's an on-off switch, right? Like over here, that would take, ooh, that was bad. So like there's an on-off switch here, and then if you don't hit it, the claw will go this way, just into a flat wall, and you won't get anywhere. Like that. So you have to like hop off, hit it, right? And then the track will go, so you'll be good then. But then you have to do like some platforming parkour up here to get back onto the claw when it's here. So I don't know, like this is pretty much the basic idea I have, and I don't know how long vertical subworlds are, and I'll have to play around with all the ideas, but this is pretty much the basic idea of how I think the level would work. So this is pretty cool. There are a lot of 2D games out there, and whether you like or get inspired by Mega Man, Shantae, Donkey Kong, Rayman, etc., it doesn't matter so much as long as you get inspired. Even though you can't recreate the movement and unique things about other games, you can take the exact same concept, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I want to do in a level I have based off of Bopopolis from Tropical Freeze. I've talked about this level before, and it's just because in my mind it's the perfect platforming level. There's virtually no ground, and any platform you touch breaks after a second or two. and the level is just platforming off of a bunch of enemies in a bunch of different ways. So let's draw it out. Alright, so this level is based off of Bopopolis, so I'm not actually going to draw a ground because there is going to be no ground. Obviously you'll have your starting platform, but I'm going to figure out some way to get the person off the platform. Probably not a thwomp, like how a lot of levels in Mario Maker 1 they would have like a thwomp like right here to get you to like move fast, but a tight timer would probably just do. So there'll probably be like those platforms, like the blue ones that when you touch, the blue platforms that when you touch, they like fall down. And I think I'll use that to recreate pretty much all of the platforms that like in Bopopolis that when you touch, they break. So I'd probably use falling platforms to keep you always on the move. And then the way that I'll mix up the speed and stuff is so you have like your red Koopas, right? I'm gonna need to figure out some way to do this. But like a red Koopa. Oh no. A red Koopa. Or a green Koopa, it doesn't actually matter. Just a Koopa that flies up and down, right? So he'll be going up. And then based off like, this is super technical and I can't actually like do this without the actual editor, but like with a bunch of repeated like trial and error, you can like kind of like perfect it. So like if you're going at the same tempo, like if there is a tight timer, like let's say there's only like 100 seconds, and you have to, it is so hard to draw. So you only have like a certain amount of time to move. You just have to go, the platforms fall. You can kind of like, with enough trial and error, you can make it so the things are always like in the right spot. So you'll always like hit it here and then always here like when it goes up to a certain point. And then you'll also be able to have, we have parachutes now. So you can have like a parachute Goomba. That is a very weird looking parachute Goomba. But so it's like here, and then like you can set it so like it falls, but like while you're platforming, it will be like right where you want it to be. This is a lot of trial, error, and editor, but it'll be a fun level, and I think there's a few ways that we can mix it up. So obviously, Paracoopas go upwards, and parachutes go downwards, and you could just have like a falling enemy. Like I was doing this in my hack, so like off the screen, like you won't be able to see up here, but you could have like a Goomba that just walks off, and that is a very different speed than a parachute Goomba, which is like, you know, slowly drifting down. Just a Goomba that straight up walks off will be like plummeting, so you'll have to do like a quick fall drop down. And like this isn't like what I'm gonna do with the level, this is just kind of explaining the concepts that I'm gonna use with the level, like different speeds and elevations while you're like parkouring over the void. And then another way you can do it is with bullet bills. I don't even know. There you go, bullet bill. They like fly in, and then you could probably have like tracks with like a bill blaster. They're like, oh no, I can't draw, dude. Like a bill blaster that shoots it, but then it like falls off, like down here, and then maybe it shoots it again, like shoots this one, and then maybe like if you're up here, you can bounce off of this one and then bounce down here. I don't know. The whole level is just gonna be bouncing off stuff, and it's gonna take a lot of precision. And this is more of like a Kaizo level I want to make. But not super Kaizo, because like obviously bouncing off of flying Koopas isn't hard, but I want to make some hard segments, so we'll see what happens when the game's out. You don't even need to take inspiration from games, 2D or 3D, new or old. I have a level idea that derives from a movie. Well, it's somewhat also inspired by the tank levels from SMB3 and 3D World. I really want to make a fast auto-scroll desert level based off of Mad Max Fury Road. I kind of want to use the 3D World car, but don't know how it plays just yet, so we'll see if I do that or not. My idea right now is to use the Mario 3 Desert with really fast-paced jumps for custom-built cars and tanks and stuff like that. So let's draw it out. Alright, so this squiggly line is not a creative use of slopes. I was trying to draw the ground, and I don't have a straight finger, so yeah. But I probably will use slopes in this level. So as I said, it's going to be desert theme, and it's either going to be SMB3, if I can draw, there you go, SMB3, because I think SMB3 pretty much had like the first desert, well I guess SMB2 had it, but that's Doki Doki Panic. I think the SMB3 desert is very classic, you know, like your iconic World 2, and they use deserts for World 2 all of the time now, and SMB3 had the angry sun. So I don't know if we'll use the angry sun in this level, but this might be a really fun, especially if it's like an auto scroll and like so let's say like this is like screen 1 and like this is screen 2. So you just have the can't have that. Screen 2. You have the sun who will just be like swooping, but you'll like literally have to be moving fast because this is gonna be like a fast auto scroll. And because I can have it custom, I can have it go up and then down. And then I'm gonna have like those custom cars, like you saw the direct, they had those like tank looking things. Pretty much like with saws for wheels. And now that we have like conveyor belts that go slopeways, we can have like a conveyor like go like that, so it actually looks like a tread, and you just make your tank make like a bill blaster. I don't know, it doesn't have to be a tank, it could be like a car, but I really want to like play around and make some really cool designs because I know that there's gonna be like dozens of potential ways to do this. But I don't know if I'm gonna have the sun or not. Like we'll have to see. But I definitely want to have bands I build. So like you're parkouring up here, and then one just flies at you like right here. Like the scroll dictates that you have to go this way, so you might have to just do like a quick drop down because maybe there's like 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Like you can't jump up here. You have to jump on top of the tank, and then you have to go down. But there's like a saw right here. You know, because like it's like a fucking car. And you have like another car right here, and you have to like jump up here, stuff like that. And then this is a pretty shitty drawing. I apologize, but so I think that's actually a pretty good flow. So like it's going really fast. You got to jump on top, and then you can't jump up because stuff is gonna be flying at you, whether it be a bonsai bill, a bullet bill, or the angry sun. He's gonna want to drop down, and maybe this will be actually harder because the sun might like go through here, so you might have to like wait a second and then drop down. That'd be cool. But lots of like cars, and like lots of different type of cars. Like that one had like 3 tires, this one had 2 tires, this one has 4. And I know this is a bad drawing, but it's just like to demonstrate that like with the saws and with the conveyor belts, you can make some cool tank stuff. And I know a lot of people are gonna do this. Like they showed it off in the direct, but I think the primary part of this is that it's a fast auto scroll, so you're gonna want it to be like you're not even gonna be able to soak in the designs because it's not gonna be like a still level. It's gonna be full of movement. And lots of like up, down, and then maybe I could have like a really tall car. Like, I don't know, that'd be funny. Because Mad Max had the Doof Warrior. Maybe I could even like have a reference to the Doof Warrior. Like right here. I don't know. And then you just keep going up. This is like a much harder level to draw out than the other two. Because like my plans aren't concrete for it. Like it's more of like an aesthetic level than actual design. Like the claw was easy to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to have it swing this way. And then Bopopolis, and like, oh yeah, I really want to go, you know, do some jumps like this, but I don't know what the jumps are going to be like this. I just know I want to have like tanks and bonsai bills and bombs, like parachute bombs coming down from the sky. A lot of stuff like that. Very intense, very fast is my idea for it. So these are my level ideas at the moment, and I hope they inspired you or gave you some ideas about how to use some of the mechanics available in Mario Maker 2. I'm definitely going to use these once the game is out. I'll make small videos to showcase each level I do make once the game is out, like I said. But I want to spend a lot of time on each level, make sure that they're quality, you know, have decoration and solid flow, and minimal cheese. And I think I'm going to make a video in the next few days about how to minimize multiplayer cheese, because I and a lot of people are worried that multiplayer will break your levels. And I'm going to make a video about that soon. Even though the game isn't even out yet, I still got ideas and theoretical concepts. So subscribe and stay tuned if you want to see that and the levels I make once the game's actually out. I'm incredibly excited about what you guys come up with. And once the game's out, the channel is primarily going to be playing the levels that you guys make. So I've been Morton's Castle. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, let's hit 1K. Let's go. I'll see you around.